It's cold out, y'all. Let's make sure the sound. I like saw what's going on. We got ooh. Oh, just saying your name, dude, was like it was like flashing across at fucking a Nosferatu, dude. Like, oh yeah, this fucking challenge. Let's do this thing. Let's do this thing. Oh yeah. And I'm like, yeah, all right, I'll bring Pan. Oh, they're gonna assault me. They're gonna assault me and insult me. Oh no, I can't do it. They're gonna just fucking hound me. A joke, man. What's up? What's up? Yo, found my fucking scissors. Scissors. Oh, MATTBAHR. Oh, I'm your Huckleberry, MATTBAHR. I'll compete with you. All right. We get one person. I'll bring Pain. Oh, Jesus. Oh. You know, it's like I said in the tweet, it's like, bro, I was like, yeah, I'll bring Pan. I haven't talked to Pan. Maybe Pan is fucking busy for all I know. He could be like, sorry, brother. I'm in the fucking Bahamas that fucking day. It was just a fucking just like a little fucking poke. Just a little poke. And he fucking like there's nothing hard to him. You know what I mean? Like you fucking poke him, it's like it's not just like a stiff fucking poke. You poke him with something like that, and it just fucking starts rippling. Oh, no, you didn't. Oh, don't do. Just starts fucking rippling through him like a fucking waterbed, dude. He's just, oh, what? All right, so I need somebody to control the EFAP. So Shane Davis was talking some shit, and I want to fucking EFAP that shit, dude. But I want to work while somebody is EFAPing it. Also, let's make sure that the settings are kosher. Let's see. Burp a doop. There we go. Beep a doop. There we go. All right. Yeah, I got a package. What's going on, dude?
Hey, what's good, man?
Just chilling. Getting ready to get some work done. Everybody's taking a nap in the house. So I'm fucking gonna get some layers painted. Some shit painted.
Dude, dude, it is the perfect like weather. It's like we got a little bit of snow. It's sunny and like not quite too cold. It's like the perfect weather to take a fucking nap right now. And my fucking work is dead. I only have 30 minutes because I'm on lunch, but fucking
Yeah.
dude, I
That's
wish
all
I
we
could just
need.
lay back. I wish I could just lay back and take a fucking nap right now.
Yeah, there's like a point where you're like, man, naps. I'm not a baby. I'm not a kid. And then suddenly you get to an age where like, dude, naps are all right. Naps are okay.
Yeah, dude. I miss when I was like fucking, 13 through 15 and I could just fucking lay down, take a fucking nap in the middle of the fucking day. On a day like
Oh,
this too, where there's
yeah.
like not really shit to do. Yeah.
Man, that's tiny as fuck. But it's still legible. It still reads good. I went straight to my shit. I'm like, let me go straight to my shit. Yeah, so here's the coupon. That's also tiny as fuck. So you got to cut the coupon out and then send that away. And to cut the coupon out, you gotta cut through the cover.
Yeah. Dude, I got my fucking goodies from that the other day. Um,
Nice. See,
from the
double
coupon.
fulfillment, dude. What other
Yep.
campaign is doing double fulfillment? It's not just like, hey man, here's my book. It's fulfilled. It's also here's my book. So that's a fulfillment. And then there's a cutout coupon that you could send away, and then I'll send you some more shit. So it's like a double fucking fulfilling. While people aren't even fucking fulfilling one book from 5 years ago, dude.
Exactly. Yeah, no. I mean, I'll give Wiggle praise for fucking fulfilling, but he sent me one great fucking print from Felsbug, and then he sent me a print from fucking Blade Demon. So I spite his existence for the Blade Demon print, but I'll put that through the shredder. It's no problem.
So can you pull up the Shane Davis clip? Is that
Oh,
possible? Or
his tweet from way
no,
back
no,
in the
no,
day.
no, no. He was talking shit the other day on my channel. I
Oh,
so like Student of God said he was like, yo, man, like here's the link, and then watch it like in like 3 hours and 15 minutes or something. And I was like, all right.
three
And it's
hours
just like
50 minutes.
fucking yeah, and it's just like the three of them just like fucking I don't know, man, just being fucking goofy bitches.
Let me see if I can find it real quick.
Find it while I get the blue, because he's like, yeah, I don't know what Matt Barr's doing. He's like painting something and it's stupid. He's like painting wood. I don't know what he's doing. It's like
He's
what?
like doing art. He's like doing fucking professional
What
art or
what
something.
is he doing? Like what the fuck is what? Ugh. Where's the blueberries?
Yeah, are you trying to tell me that he's doing art and he didn't just take fucking $200,000 from his fans and then not do shit for 5 fucking years?
Yeah, and then Malin is like, oh, he didn't like when I told him about his hands. He's upset about the hands. Like, bro, give me a break, man.
Dude, just look at Malin's fucking cover for Godlike 2 and look at the fucking horse.
Dude,
Like,
fucking look at the sales of it, man. Nobody signed up for part two. Very few people.
literally
Not
half.
maybe, dude, half the people were like, yeah, nah, I'm not fucking signing up for part two.
Yeah,
That's, you know what I mean? Like, oh, wow, fucking book of the year, and half the people who bought it are like, yeah, no, I don't want to read anymore.
yeah, I'm good. You
I'm
don't
good.
know you don't know how to fucking write a story. Hire a fucking writer. Like, dude,
Well,
all these
and it gets
guys
like it gets super edgy. You know what I mean? Where it's like, I don't know what I'm going to write about. I can't really like figure out something to say with the bad guys, so I'm just going to throw in child rape and cannibalism. You know what I mean? And it's like, let's see, and then I'll throw in like a cross, 9/11, and an American flag, and that'll be like super edgy. It's like
dude, that shit was so
that's the
out of
book of the
place.
year, bro. Give me a fucking break, man. This shit's frozen.
That that shit was so pretentious and out of place. The way that fucking Malin threw that shit in was fucking crazy.
Just
And it
fucking
also just
crazy, dude.
yeah, it just doesn't make sense. Like he was like trying to throw in seminal events and it just didn't make fucking sense. Like wait,
Yeah, like I didn't
the
even get it,
Romulans
dude. Yeah, it was like, oh, there's some sort of sword, but everybody is not really looking at the sword. They're all like clenched with their hands, fucking clenched, and they're all like looking at each other's fucking genitals and shit through the whole book. And it's
well
like,
like
okay, finally, like, okay, we're gonna talk about what like the sword is like going through time. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, we're gonna go through like a Roman era fella to like 9/11. Okay.
Well, and like, okay, so he's supposed to be like Jesus on the cross. He's supposed to be like fucking Superman, Cl- Clark Kent landing in the cornfield, and then it's just 9/11. So he's a 9/11 bomber as well. Like what? Like I'm
Dude,
like it
I
makes
went through
no
the
fucking
book. I went through
sense.
the book one day. Like, somebody sent me a copy of it, and I was like unsure. I didn't want to get struck, so I didn't show any of the book. I just kind of like was like reading through it. Dude, I brutalized that fucking book. That shit was trash, man. It
Yeah,
feels like a fucking some sort of like purity test. You know what I mean? Like, oh, are you Comicsgate? Well, did you back Godlike? Did you back
it's
Godlike 2? You're not really CG unless you back Godlike 2. Like, ignore the quality of it.
for real, dude. Yo, fucking all right. I just posted this. It should go to 340 immediately. This is Shane's last stream. I haven't watched any Shane stream in like 2 years, so
It's like
I
the
I don't
one
know
where they're
what the fuck this
unboxing.
has to do.
Oh fuck, that's Frozen?
Yeah, this
I'm
one
dealing with
says
Frozen
GI Joe.
paint. Say what? They're like doing some unboxing, and then I guess near the end they start talking all that
Yeah.
shit.
So the one I just posted is through. It should go to 349 immediately, and it's the GI Joe unboxing. But I don't know what the fuck's in it. I haven't watched fucking Shane shit in
No,
years.
I haven't. I didn't watch any before, and I only listened to like the shit they were talking. I didn't. I'm not a big Shane Davis fan. Even when we
Yeah,
were like, okay, I was still just. I don't like his fucking voice.
yeah, Shane. Fucking what's Shane's voice like?
It's
Fucking
just like really high pitched and shit. It's fucking-
you guys.
And then it's he always has. Well, actually, let me tell you the story about when I was at DC, and you're like, I don't need to hear a story for your fucking point. I don't know. It's just actually, this is what they did. Shut the fuck up, dude.
Actually,
And he's the one who's like, actually, I wasn't canceled. I self-canceled. I quit myself. Okay. Right. He's like Ethan's like, we're all canceled guys. And then he's over here like, I didn't cancel. I canceled myself.
actually, I would have beaten that FedEx driver, but my hands are lethal weapons, and I was scared to hurt him, so I just let him choke me out.
Yeah, dude, when he was like, he was like, I'll give PTP 3 strikes. He could hit me 3 times. And it's like, did you give that same deal to the fucking FedEx guy? Like maybe don't do that. Like maybe stop like fucking offering people fucking swings on you.
Dude, I fucking saw Shane in Chicago. Uh, so like, all that shit was going down between fucking Phil and fucking Malin at the time, and I was like, oh, Malin's here, like let's go say hey to him. And then like Phil and Brandon were like, fuck it,
What an odd attempt. See, that's like another like, oh, it's all Matt Barr. It's like, no, like Malin's fucking he has a tendency to like go after people that are threatening to him, dude. Like fucking Phil, the
dude.
fucking
He for
American guy, me. You know what I mean? It's like,
Dude, when the fucking Mandy shit happened and fucking he flipped out on Phil and like ambushed him on that Cecil like fucking clip stream or whatever, like we didn't know what the fuck, like no one knew what the fuck that was about, like why Malin was going so hard and like white knighting for fucking this chick that's obviously guilty of the shit that she's guilty of, fucking according to Ethan. um but
well, it was an
fucking
odd thing because when that came out, like Mandy instantly jumped out and was like, well, I've heard the whole thing, and that's going to get released. And it's like, well, how'd you hear the whole thing?
Yeah,
And it's like,
exactly.
oh,
Because
but because fucking Ethan's recording it, you're like, oh, because Ethan's recording it. It's
yeah,
not
dude,
Phil. It's not
that's
Phil. It's
how the
fucking Ethan.
that's how the recording got out, is that Ethan was sharing it around and fucking people, someone fucking got it who shouldn't have gotten it, and they gave it to fucking Dean.
But then,
That's what fucking
but then,
happened. Everyone is always fucking blaming it on Phil. And I'm like, can we stop rewriting history and making these cutesy fucking jokes like fucking phone tap Phil? Like, Ethan's been recording his streams since back in the day when fucking Miller, the infamous like Mike Miller being like, "Oh, you're in a pickle, Ethan." And Ethan was
yeah,
like, "Oh, I had it recorded. I should have fucking released that, and instead I deleted it because I'm such a good guy." And it's like, fucking okay. So you've been
no, he
you
says I should have deleted it. I'm such a good guy. But then within the next breath, he's talking about who he shares it with. You know what I mean? It's like, wait a minute. So you delete it or do
yeah.
you share it with Shane? Because it sounds like you're talking about doing both.
Yeah, dude just is talking. Yeah, he talks out of both sides of his mouth, dude. Fucking retard. But why did I bring that up? Oh yeah, Malin freaked out on fucking Phil out of nowhere on that Cecil Eclipse stream. Fucking, and like we were all like, dude, John, what the fuck are you like talking about? You know, like this is what happened. Fucking Dale canceled all projects with me because of fucking Mandy, and I didn't do this. I didn't leak fucking Mandy's nudes. Someone found that online. I'm pretty sure it was Dean actually found those on fucking line, and then they were like, "What the fuck's up with this hot wife Mandy shit?" That's all that happened, and then she quit the internet for fucking a month and a half before she came back.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then fucking yeah, and then Malin took that
You know, it
opportunity
wouldn't
to
be that big of a deal. Like if it was like, oh shit, yeah, she used to do some stuff. Like she used to do shit back in
yeah
the day. Like that, it's whatever. You know what I mean? But it's with adults. But then it sounded like she was like still doing it and being like blackmaily, and like we were seeing screenshots of her
yeah.
threatening to fucking talk to Dale's mom and shit.
Well, yeah, exactly. That's the thing. It wasn't about like DG was always like, "Oh, I don't care about degeneracy. We've been talking about this for 2 weeks." I'm like, "Well, first of all, like all of Comicsgate when it started was like, fuck that shit." But aside from that, the degeneracy aspect, it's like she's doing this in Comicsgate. Like she's worse than Heather Antos. She's worse than any fucking Heather Antos. Like, you wish you had Heather Antos fucking here just flirting with a fucking editor. Like, this chick's fucking getting guys to shove vaporizers up their ass of the main guy in this
She's like,
fucking
yeah,
public
dude.
place.
She has bitch whipped multiple people.
Yeah, like, but
Weird,
anyway,
yeah. So
but getting back on Malin though, like fucking Malin had held for a fucking year. He held a grudge against Phil over literally something Phil didn't say. Like Fowler. This is something Fowler said, and it
mhm.
wasn't even the thing that Malin was saying. Like if Fowler just said like, "Oh, everyone's getting divorced. Comics is a motherfucker. Like JDA's getting divorced. I'm getting divorced. Fucking like someone else getting Cecil got divorced. Fucking like comics will fuck you up." And then he said, "Yo, I saw on the farms that like John's getting divorced too." And that was literally all it was. And all Sean said back to us was like, "Yeah, I don't know. I like stay out of all the fucking drama and personal bullshit." And that was like the end of the conversation. Then we kept talking about other shit and drinking. And then fucking, I like drove Sean back to his hotel and we got fucked up as shit, like drinking tequila at the bar at the hotel. And that was the entire fucking night. And for a year, John just held this thing like, "Oh, I have secret information." Like, and Phil is a like, "You think you're so smart, Phil," is I think what his fucking like whole thing was. It's like, no, you're actually just retarded, John. You actually are just like an insecure, retarded pussy who fucking thinks that gossip that you heard secondhand from fucking Polton like is fucking like the word of God, where like both Sean and fucking Mark Polton were like, "Sorry, Phil, we didn't think he was gonna like get all pissy pants about this fucking shit. Like we just mentioned it, and it was fucking nothing, you know. And Phil didn't even fucking say it. Fowler fucking
Yeah.
said it. Like, you know, it's like it's fucking crazy, dude. And like I said, Sean doesn't like getting involved in the drama and fucking bullshit. And fucking Polton like wasn't even fucking there, and fucking John was trying to be like, oh, you didn't know my spy network of like my friends that I knew for 20 years. It's like, dude, the first thing that Sean like was telling us was like that Mark Polton is his best friend, you know. So why would we not think that fucking your co-author on fucking Godlike or Graveyard Shift or whatever is fucking gonna talk to you? Like, we all know that you guys are all boys. Like, you know, it's like
Yeah. Yeah.
we weren't trying to hold our tongues or anything or do some secret shit. Like, we didn't know that Sean was friends with Malin. Like, we fucking all knew that. Sean told us. He's like, Mark Polton's my best friend. You know, like, well, we were at that dinner. And it wasn't at a con either. It was fucking Sean coming into town to talk to fucking kids with type 1 diabetes like he has. You know? He like goes around and talks to them and shows them his comic and shit. Like fucking it wasn't like he was like, Phil's on the con floor saying I'm divorcing my wife.
Yeah.
He's fucking retard.
Yeah, man, he keeps latching onto the fucking me talking about his hands or him talking about the way I drew my hands, and that was just like
Dude, it's
not
because
even
these
it's not even the biggest deal. It was just like our first interaction. Like it's
Mhm.
so like, you know, he's like, "What's your problem with me?" And it was like, "Well, let me start with this." And I say that, and that's the only thing he lets me say. He instantly
Yeah,
just like talks over me and is just like, dude, I got a fucking list of things that I think you're a piece of shit about. And it's like a
yeah.
guy who's like demanding respect, but like shows none, right? Like
Dude.
absolutely no fucking respect is shown. And it's just
Mhm.
like, what the fuck? And then I like asked, Kelsey, you know, I was like, is this some sort of fucking like, is this kayfabe? But he's just like a fucking dickhead like this on streams. And Kelsey's like, no. So it was just like an ongoing
Yeah.
thing of like some serious like odd disrespect. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
And that's yeah. Go
and
ahead.
people were like calling it out. Like people were like noticing it. I'm like, yeah, I'm noticing it. You know, I'm like, I'm not gonna really address it. And then he came onto the slums one night and was like, let me put some mail in each one of you or something like that. Like he fucking was like gonna come into the fucking room and like tell us what was what. And I just fucking snapped, dude, and was like, what the fuck? Like, shut
Yeah.
the fuck up, kid. And then it's just been ongoing ever since. Or at least, you
Yeah.
know, up until whenever. I mean,
Yeah. And
like
that's
he
the
sits
thing.
there like there's nothing really much to say. It's like, am I gonna talk shit about a guy whose book is ass? Half the people who bought it don't want it, and he's got a fucking trophy from some man. Like some man made him a trophy, and he like
Yeah.
the optics of that dude are just it's like, bro, okay, all
It's
right, dude.
bizarre.
It's fucking bizarre as fuck, man. So that's why it's like, all right, well, 2025, let's kind of do things a little different. Nope. I got fucking Ethan outside my house with a fucking boombox
Oh yeah,
wanting to fuck with me. You know what I mean? It's like, all right,
Ethan
dude.
Ethan's peace campaign. Oh, this year, can you guys all forget everything I did for the last fucking 5, 6 years?
Yeah, get the fuck out of here, dude.
Take me back, please.
Dude, this morning, like he sent me some tax paperwork, and and I was like, you're trying to send me some fucking tax paperwork for a cover that you're not going to use? And he instantly turned around and was like, Matt Barr's a rat. He's refusing to fucking pay his taxes. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck are you doing, dude?
Because he's got a cash flow problem, man.
But it's like, why are you fucking like? Why is that your fucking angle of approach? Like, why are you using that as the fucking content? It's just fucking bizarre, dude.
Yeah, it's fucking, dude. It's crazy, man. Dude, fucking Ethan blocked me. And I fucking harped on this fucking a million times, but Ethan's always like, "Oh, I would never block someone over one joke or some dumb bullshit or
Shit.
anything." Hey, he blocked me over one fucking joke. Like, I literally, it was when all the Mandy shit was happening, and fucking I guess Shane Davis and him came up with some funny joke that was like, "Shane Davis condoms, I fuck your wife," you know? And I just fucking retweeted it and was like, Shane Davis condoms, I fuck your hot wife. And I didn't even know this at the time, but apparently there was some shit going down in Florida with fucking Mandy and Shane. And that was like a
Dude,
sore
I heard
subject.
that too, dude. I heard there was some
Yeah.
shit that went down by the pool while they were drunk. That's what I
Yeah.
heard.
Yeah. And I didn't
That's what
even
like I
like,
don't have
yeah.
I got no
There
receipts
was a
of
hot
it, you know.
tub. There was a
But
hot
yeah,
tub or
dude, there was a hot
something.
tub
Yeah.
involved. Dude, I don't know about what uh again, it's just hearsay, right?
Yeah.
But like the variation I heard was that like they were in the hot tub and then like he passed out and she started blowing him. And like there's some photos of that.
Well, dude, I don't
So
even.
that I was like, what, dude? I was like, that's fucking crazy. But you know, the person who said it is like,
Mhm.
I wouldn't trust him if he said the sky was blue, I'd fucking go and check. You know what I mean? Like I'd be like, hey guys,
Yeah.
the sky is blue. I'd be like, let me check here. Let me.
Well, dude,
Yeah, it's blue. All right, all right.
I would say that too, except for the fact that fucking I made that joke not knowing anything about the Shane Davis Mandy shit. Like, I didn't know any of that shit. And I just made that joke, instant block by Ethan. Like, instant block. Like, one joke.
Yeah,
Fucking, this dude owes me like hundreds of dollars worth of fucking merchandise. And this fucking one joke, fucking instant block. You know?
instant block.
Like, yeah,
Bro, this
it's
morning,
like, okay, what's
did
going
you see
on?
Ethan? Did you see Ethan fucking bounce hard from any kind of challenge with me this morning because I called out Pan?
Oh
He's like,
no.
yeah. So I get you miss it. So I was like, you know, yeah, we'll challenge, like we'll do the cockfight. And on the cockfight, like it's the artist and then the artist and then like a corner person, right? So it's like them and
Yeah.
like a second, right? And that's just how it is. Like I had Kirby, uh, Mandy Wheeler showed up. Dude, nobody else would show up, but Mandy Wheeler. It's fucking weird. So Mandy Wheeler showed up and her husband showed up to talk
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. Yeah, Mike
So
and
yeah,
Mindy.
right. So Mike and Mindy, they're there talking shit. What's that delivery? Right. So they so that's just the dynamic of the show.
Hmm.
Right? Bring whoever you want. And it's like, yeah, all right, like we'll go at it and I'll fucking bring Pan. And he instantly fucking was like, they're gonna insult me, they're gonna spurg out. Like he fucking
Yeah, that's
just
the
like
point.
really turned into like a little bit of a victim. And it was like, damn, dude. Like I didn't even talk to Pan about it. You know what I'm saying? It was like just fucking with him a little bit, you know? And he
Yeah.
fucking he couldn't even handle that. He
I mean,
instantly fucking like lost his shit.
the point is that you insult each other. That's the kayfabe fucking point part of it. Like, is that you fucking talk shit to each other. That's what makes it interesting and not just another draw stream.
Yeah.
Like,
There's the shit talking. There's the bringing of people's fans. You know, like
hmm the changing of what you're drawing mid drawing.
yeah,
Like, it's,
that's all super
yeah.
fun shit. You know, and but I'm gonna put this pant right here. because like there's a whole like, hey, like if your drawing is better and the other person brings more viewers, don't get your fifis hurt, right? Like that's part of like the disclaimer of the show, you know.
Yeah,
So
and and it's like it doesn't matter who the fuck wins, you know? Like it's all just about promoting and having like a fun thing for the fans, you know? It's not like fucking no one cares that Zayd won or Dillard won. Like it's just that they had this back and forth, and then like they even continue that on Twitter. Like fucking Dillard posted this fucking sick ass
dude,
fucking Ghost Rider.
Malin said that I fucking hated Dillard. Like they were like, yeah, he hates Dillard. Did you see the way he was fucking upset with Dillard?
Yeah,
It's like,
did you spend half a year fucking shitting on his fucking business partner?
no, you know what? We saw, dude. It's like, dude, what are you talking about? Like, I asked Dillard if I was going to be in the book. He fucking was a little cagey, right? And I was like, all right.
Yeah,
And then, but see, and it was like my spider sense was tingling. My spider senses were tingling about that shit. And so when I was like, yo, Belmont, and he was like, oh yeah, I told him not to do like they like I forgot the details, but like Belmont was like lying about it. Like Belmont
yeah. He was
was like
trying to
lying
provide
about.
cover or something. Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Well,
like Dillard was like, yeah, Belmont told me not to put you in. And then Belmont's, I didn't say that. So it was just like fucking, and I was like, I believe Dillard. So when I was like, why am I not in the book? I like squashed it that evening with Dillard. Like I don't have any problems with Dillard at all.
yeah. Yeah, it's like a game of hot
Because it wasn't
potato,
even
dude.
him. It was like, yo, Dillard, why am I in the book? Talk to Belmont. You know what I mean? And it's like, oh, okay. So whatever. I have no problems with Dillard at all. It's just like
Yeah, no,
Malin trying to start some shit.
dude, I don't think anyone aside from fucking Ethan has any problem with fucking Dillard. Like, and Ethan and Dillard don't even have a problem. Like, that's how cordial and professional Dillard is. Is that even when Ethan is fucking, railing against his fucking business partner and fucking saying Dillard's getting fucking, abused on his raid or
Yeah.
whatever and all this fucking shit. Like, yeah, he's like trying to talk about like pocket watching or fucking whatever the fuck,
Yeah.
It's
Fuck
like,
that new term is called. Yeah. It's like,
yeah, it's like, dude, the only person that's conceivably would have a problem with Dillard is fucking Ethan, and fucking Dillard doesn't even give a fuck. He's just like, it is what it is, and just keeps drawing his shit and doing work.
yeah.
Meanwhile,
It's
Ethan
like
has to
who hates
do,
him, dude? Ethan has like pulled up his pages and have like talked shit about his pages. You
yeah,
know what I mean? Like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not fucking pulling up Dillard's artwork and talking shit about it. Like, I'm not doing crazy streams talking shit about his fucking partner. The fuck?
yeah. It's literally just so exhausting and retarded. Like,
It's gotten real fucking boring, dude.
yeah.
It's gotten real fucking boring.
I think that's what it comes down to is that it's just like a battle of who will persist. And I forget what we were talking about earlier, but it's the same fucking shit. Fucking all these guys, like, oh, it's like the way that Malin makes arguments, like it's because he's like a YouTuber, you know. All these guys want to be
Probably
fucking
why his fucking he probably argues like this with his wife. That's why she fucking left him. He argues in this weird,
yeah, it's this circular
cyclical way,
logic.
dude. Yeah. What do what do you mean? What do you mean hanging out? Like you got what do you mean by that? Like it's like what? Like he's fucking yeah, dude. It's total like YouTuber bullshit.
Yeah, like just like you were saying with the hand shit. It's like it's not the fact that you said that I draw hands a certain way or these hands didn't come out the right way. It's the fact that like the first thing that you're saying to me when I come on is like you're trying to big time me and be like, "Oh, those hands are shitty," like that,
Yeah, dude,
and
it
then
was just like
and then
every time we
that's
were
your
on a
first
channel
impression.
together,
Yeah,
every
that's your
time we
first
were on a
impression.
stream, he was like doing like weird shit. You know what I mean? I was just like, is he doing shit on like this on purpose? Like, what the fuck is this guy's deal? You know? Oh, like, oh, he's just a fucking asshole. You know? He was
Yeah,
like
Mal-
repeating my jokes, dude. At one, like, I know it sounds so petty, but it ends up just like piling up because you're like, I don't think this guy is fucking like cool. I think this guy's kind of being disrespectful, and you just like
yeah.
start noticing it. You know what I mean? You're like, oh, like there was an
Yeah.
art auction, right? We're on Ethan's art auction. I'm sitting there quietly, fucking letting the auction go, right? There's
Hmm.
a line of people, right? It comes up to like my turn, right? John has nothing to auction, but fucking
Ah,
jumps in
fuck.
and is just like, hey, let's just fucking call this $200 and get out of here. Let's just end the stream. Let's call this $200 and go. And it was like, what the
Yeah.
fuck? Like, who the fuck are you, dude? And then Ethan was like, okay, sounds good. And then one person was like, all right, $200, good, done. It was like, why did you fucking jump into my shit and fuck with my money a little bit, dude? Like that's my in my head. You know what I mean? Like if somebody's so easily gonna pay 200, they probably would have fucking kept going if you had allowed it. But he didn't even have anything in his fucking in the auction. He just wanted to like go over to his channel, dude. It was like, fuck you, dude. Like who the fuck are you?
Yeah.
And then the what? And then another time, it was like I said a joke. I forgot the joke because it's fucking it's stupid. But it was like I said the joke, and then 5 minutes later, he like says the same thing. It was like, and then on the stream, I'm like, dude, you just fucking repeated my joke, and like it got like real quiet. I'm like, you just fucking repeat my fucking joke, man. Like what?
Yeah.
So fuck that guy.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was just like this guy's like super disrespectful. He's kind of a loudmouth. His artwork isn't that good. You know what I mean? And then the like, I don't know, man. Like once he
Yo,
started getting shitty with me, it was like, fuck you, dude. Like
that guy
I'm
Destiny.
done. I'm done. I'm done being
You,
cool. You know what I mean? It was like, hey man, Malin's he's like, top of fucking Comicsgate. Like, who gives a fuck, man? His fucking shit is trash, man. Fuck that
exactly,
clown.
bro. Yo, that's exactly what it is. He just thinks he's the first one. He's the technical first, like, good Comicsgate book because he fucking was on Jawbreakers or whatever. But
Yeah,
like,
that's awesome. Do you
fucking,
see him working with fucking Zach anymore? No, I don't see him working with Zach anymore. I am. I got a whole fucking next 10 years of fucking shit to do with Zach. It's gonna be fucking it's dope. I love it. But what dude, Malin will throw Zach's fucking porno shit out as an assault on me.
yeah,
That's the lowest kind of fucking shit. I was like, damn, dude, you're a fucking piece of shit.
yeah. Well,
Like
like
I
the
called
thing,
out, like I think it was like I mentioned the Katie did thing, dude. I think it was Katie did and like the demons having sex with dogs and shit. The demons
hmm
with babies, whatever the
yeah,
fuck
yeah,
that trash was, right? And he fucking
yeah.
tried to jump in. It was like, what the fuck, dude?
Dude, yeah, of course. That's fucking crazy. Yo, the thing with Malin, like, that off puts people so much is fucking you remember Destiny? That guy that like he's like supposed to be the libtard like internet debater, like I can beat
Yeah.
anyone in a debate. He got caught sucking Nick Fuentes' dick or whatever the fuck.
Ugh.
Um yeah, so like that's who Malin is, dude. He
Yeah.
thinks he like understands how to be the debate master of
Yeah.
YouTube,
So that
like
was the
or
thing.
some
It was like
like
it was like
shit.
so I mentioned the Katie did shit, right? And he was like, well, what about your boy Zach's porno stuff? And it was like, what about it, dude?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
in the moment, it was just like, there's so much other shit you could have said, but you decided to fucking pull out the guy that pulled you out of the fucking ditch. You know what I mean? It
yeah.
was like
Weren't weren't
you
you
did a couple
working
of
on bridges? Were you working on bridges in Detroit
that's
before
what I'm saying,
fucking
dude. It was like
this guy gave you a job?
you did your issues of cable, and then you were fucking laying bricks, dude. You went from cable to laying bricks, and then fucking Zach came and saved you, and you were just like, yeah, Zach does pornos. I don't give a fuck. I'm just gonna use that as fucking ammo against Matt Barr. Like, fuck, dude. What kind of fucking spine do you got, man? No
Yeah,
fucking loyalty at all. Without
exactly.
jawbreakers and without jawbreakers, dude, you'd be cutting fucking lumber at Lowe's, dude.
100%. And they demand loyalty. That's the craziest part of it. Is these guys are
It's
all like
selective, dude. It's selective
feckless.
loyalty, dude. Like,
Yeah.
yo, fucking Indiegogo only, unless you're this person or this person or this person. But if you're that person and that person, we're gonna fucking nuke you from orbit. You know,
Mhm.
roach balls. You know what I mean? The guy's like, yeah, man. Like, maybe I want to use fucking
Dude,
Kickstarter. Oh,
yeah,
fucking nuke. You know?
dude, Rich was one of the first people that was just like, these guys are all faggots. Like,
Yeah,
like
bro.
he was one of the first. And dude, I love Rich Ayala. Like, he is a fucking stand up guy. Like,
Yeah,
and fucking, he was one of the first people that was like, oh yeah, all those dudes are fucking on some fugazi shit. Like, fucking, like they're just fucking off the rails, like ego trip type shit.
yeah.
Like, fuck them, you know. So yeah, I'd rather side with Rich Ayala than any. If I were in a fucking foxhole, I'd rather have Rich Ayala next to me than fucking the first 100 fucking people in Comicsgate.
Yeah, he boogied. He was smart.
Yeah, he boogied. He got married. He got his life going. Like,
Hmm.
yeah.
Ethan, like, I guess Ethan saw some of Zayd getting all poopy pants on here and was calling out like what I was doing was stupid. He's like painting on wood. It's so stupid. It doesn't make sense. I was like, what?
Yeah,
What?
who would paint wood? Just something that we've done for fucking thousands of
Yeah, but I
years,
mean, it's like nobody's painting wood. It's like he's just watching me jealous as fuck that I could bend over and touch my fingers and touch my toes, you know? Matt Barr, my
Fucking
adversary,
Bar.
fucking Matt Barr's touching his toes and bending over. Piece of fucking shit.
Doesn't he know about what's the fucking term? Dude, there's some fucking gay ass fucking term for that shit. Oh,
What?
he's
Done
uh,
flop? Like his guts done flopped over his fucking belt?
look at Matt Barr being ableist because he can touch his toes.
Oh my god, my car. He
Oh,
can squat down, you fucking asshole.
the closest I could get to my toes was the top of a urinal.
Maybe don't wear those tight ass fucking bedazzled pants. First off.
Dude, yo, oh man, I can't
Your
even say
wife,
this
it's
on
like,
air.
his poor wife, she's like going out in the public and he's wearing shit from the Affliction catalog of like 2010. Just fucking
Dude, yo,
rocking that shit.
I can't even say it on air because I respect the guy that it involves. But like, there's like a thing that I gotta tell you about fucking with the fucking bedazzled pants shit. That's so fucking funny. Like, it's so fucking funny, but it's like it's such conjecture that I can't like say it. Like, otherwise people like make it into a thing or whatever. But yo, if I'm ever in a back room with you, remind me about the fucking bedazzled pants, and I gotta tell you a fucking
All right.
hilarious ass thing that's in someone's book that's related to Ethan.
You know, the guy is like, oh, I got canceled. I got canceled. And it's like maybe Marvel doesn't call you because you slipped in the word sex into the fucking X-Men books. You know? Like,
Yeah, maybe Marvel doesn't call you because you're slow as fuck and you don't meet deadlines and you're just like a
well, just like I mean,
fucking.
I'd be like, what did this guy do? He fucking slipped sex into the fucking pages of the new X-Men and all ages book that we're trying to push. This guy's fucking slipping subliminal words into the comic. Yeah, don't fucking take him out of the fucking Rolodex.
Yeah,
Send that Jersey nigger to fucking DC.
yeah.
That's what he looks
Exactly.
like, dude, with the fucking bedazzled shit. He's just like a fucking bridge and tunnel. Living in the city for a long time, dude, you can just see him a mile away. These fucking Jersey idiots
Yeah.
coming over the
We,
bridge or tunnel, dude. It's like, I can see you a mile away, you fucking retards.
dude, Guido's with affliction shirts for fucking.
Dude,
He's not even a Guido with an affliction shirt, dude. He's a Dutch.
no,
He's a
you see him
Dutch
when he's
guy
younger, you're like,
trying to be a
what the,
Guido.
yeah, it's like, who the fuck is, got a fucking flock of seagulls fucking hairdo in the fucking 90s? I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. No, there's plenty of fodder to make fun of fucking Ethan for his style choices and shit like that.
Yeah, I could just, it could just be him and I on the stream, and I think the shit talking would be pretty fucking. Oh, I think you have a head wound. Oh, yeah. Have you been to the hospital lately for your fucking heart?
Yeah.
Oh, what about your UN? What about your UN lawsuit? Yeah. What about your house foreclosure, bitch? How's that coming?
Uh,
Like, get out of my fucking business, bro. So odd. So odd to like see people fucking like going through. Like, oh, look
dude,
at this. Look at MATTBAHR's fucking lawsuit. You know what I mean? It's like, what are you doing?
dude, and when
You ain't working
like,
on your books. You know what I mean?
yeah, dude, fucking exactly, bro. Like that's the main thing of all of this is that no one really gives a fuck about what's going on in your personal life and shit. Like if you got some fucking rough shit going on and you fucking say it online or whatever, like everyone's gonna be supportive and stuff, but like when you like try and weaponize it or use it as a thing, then it becomes a little bit fucking fucked up, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I got plenty of fucking problems, dude, and I don't advertise them online. In fact, sometimes I'll write out entire posts on Twitter or I'll think of something to say when I'm on like a stream and then I just don't fucking say it cuz it's fucking like too personal, you know? Like yeah, I don't know, man.
Some stuff is
It's just,
too personal, dude. Like, just, I don't talk about it.
yeah, it's just bitch behavior, dude.
Where should this go? Where should this quote unquote piece of wood go?
One sec.
Mm-hmm. Let's talk to the chat for a second so my brain can absorb what the fuck I'm doing here. Let's talk to the chat. Yeah, dude. He was like in the background. Like it wasn't like actually Zach like fucking pumping this lady's guts. It was just like him in the background, and it was like 10 years ago. What's going on? Yeah. But it's like just to be like I'm gonna bring it up as a negative with somebody who's working with the guy, but you're also like in a position because of that guy. That's fucked up, man. That's, Burning Man, is that a pizza? A pizza shop? Dude, it's like he wants to be an Italian. He wants to be like the Sopranos so bad, but it's like if you watch that show, like they were a bunch of fuck ups. They weren't fucking cool. They weren't fucking nailing it to the wall, dude. They were a bunch of fucking idiots. They were like a glorified crew at best.
Yeah, that's the whole point of that is that it's the mafia in decline.
Yeah, dude. They were all like scrounging. right? Like, hey, we're gonna fucking put the squeeze on this coffee shop, and the guy's like, dude, we're corporate. Like, I don't know what to tell you. You know,
Yeah.
magnum opus? Nah, I'm just doing work, just doing some work, because I'm not canceled. But it takes a long time to paint. I'm using pieces of paper now to like start to like section off these shapes. They want like these cool gradients. So blah blah blah. So it's not my opus. It's just a painting for this year. I got to drop it off on Sunday. So I got a couple more days to paint. A couple more days to paint. A couple more days to paint. What's up, Fanta?
Dude, I don't even think that guy got canceled, honestly, at this point.
Who?
I think
Zach? I mean Ethan?
Ethan, yeah, I think he's just slow.
I don't think he got canceled either. I think it's bullshit. I think, you know, there's also Elasma had some receipts. He was showing some receipts of Ethan talking about moving on with Cyberfrog before he left DC. So he's at DC talking about Cyberfrog, and then they decide to like not renew his contract. That's not canceling. That's just like, yeah, man, we're like, I think our partnership is done. You've done a lot of stuff for us. You're going to keep getting royalties, but at this point, we're going to move forward with some new blood or whatever. Because after 20 years, like I've been in the industry for 20 years, like maybe you fucking quote rated yourself out of the fucking industry. Maybe people are looking at the bottom line in comics and we're like, yo, we're not selling a lot of comics, and EVS is asking for fucking $800 a page, and we got some new people, and they'll do it for fucking $200 a page. I mean, I'm speculating, but it's business, So they were like, "Yeah, we're not going to renew your contract." And he could have easily have gone to Marvel. Well, no, he couldn't have go to Marvel because of the whole sex thing. He was kind of like fucking blacklisted for doing that. And
Yeah.
then, I mean, he could have gone to fucking Dark Horse or fucking Image. I don't know. But
I mean,
he decided to do Cyberfrog and then like wrap around a fucking this like cloak of victimhood of like I was canceled.
yeah, he could have done anything, dude. It's just that he's slow and hard to work with, and that's all it comes down to.
They got tired of his fucking Michigas.
Yeah, yeah, you're slow, you're hard to work with, you're a drama queen, and we don't want to deal with that.
Yeah, Gail Simone was like, this motherfucker just keeps calling me and bitching about his wife leaving him for a skydiver. He's like, I don't want to hear this fucking guy's I don't want to hear this guy's fucking crying anymore on my phone. So we're gonna have to end that fucking contract.
Man, that's some old stuff. The skydiver stuff. I haven't thought about that in a minute, but yeah, that whole thing is fucking
Mm, yeah, dude. See,
yeah.
that's the shit I'd be like, all right, we're gonna draw Daredevil. And I'd be like, all right, let's draw him skydiving.
Yeah,
But nope. Ethan would rather fucking go up against Zayd after Zayd fucking sucked him off on Dark Gift stream.
yeah, yeah. You know I'm a fucking defend Zayd, but
Go
you
for it.
know
Go for it. Go for it.
Zayd's calling a world he doesn't understand.
He's playing with forces that he doesn't understand.
Yeah, he's just a good guy that doesn't understand any of this fucking shit. Yeah, well, and he also just doesn't care because he just came in because Catapano was just like, hey man, that's where like all the fucking people that actually buy a comic are. You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck was that noise? Are you playing a video game?
Now I'm programming ankle
Uh,
monitors, but it does sound like a video game.
yeah. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Yeah. Until they strap one of these motherfuckers on you. Then it's not a video game. Then it's really serious.
Yeah, I bet. I keep all my papers in order.
Yeah.
Even my tag. I'm not going to fucking jail, dude. Holy shit. Fuck that noise. I got arrested like one time for fucking uh, suspended license. I don't know.
Uh,
And it wasn't, it was like I got the ticket for speeding on my way to work in Myrtle Beach, right? And
gotcha.
then and I was like, ah, fuck. And then I was like, well, I'll pay for it when I come back from Europe because I went to Europe, right? So I was like, I don't want to spend fucking Europe money on a fucking speeding ticket, so I'll pay for that shit when I come back. It's all good. So I was gone for like 2 months, and then I came back, and they were like, "Yo, there was like a letter, and like you didn't show up. Your court date, your fucking license is
Yeah,
suspended."
you didn't show up for the hearing, so they give
Yeah, dude. I was
you
like, fuck.
double the fine and then fucking yeah, suspend your
Yeah. So
license.
by
If you
then,
park on the street, they boot you.
yeah, so I was like, shit. So literally, dude, that week I came back. I was on my way to work, and I got stopped for speeding again. And I was like, oh
Yeah.
shit, sorry about this. I'm just trying to get to work. I haven't been at work for like 2 months. I was on a hiatus, so I'm just trying to, get to work on time. And she was like, your license is suspended. And I was like, oh yeah, that ticket. Yeah, I'll pay for that. I'm sorry. She's like, okay, well, go ahead and step out of your car. It's like, why? What's up? She's like, well, you're under arrest. I was like, oh, okay, all right. And then,
Yeah.
so she took me down to like the city jail, but she was county. Right, so
Hmm.
it's like, oh shit, so she's in the Myrtle Beach city limits, but she's fucking Horry County, so she's just like, so they were like, yeah, you're gonna be here at the city jail for a second, for a little bit, and then we're gonna take you to J. Rubin, which is like the county jail, and I was like, what? And so what the fuck? So I was there at that jail for like a couple of hours, and then they fucking shackled me the fuck up, like like ankle shackles and fucking wrist shackles, like
What, to bring
fucking
you
like
into court? Yeah.
no to put me onto this bus. Like
Oh
it
yeah.
was like fucking it was like Con Air, dude. I was like fucking ching 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 ching. Right, and there was like 6 or 7 of us, and and uh and so we were like talking in the back, and one guy's like talking about like fucking like first degree burglary and shit. Like these people, I was like, what the fuck, right? And they're like, what do you do? What'd you do? And I was like, a suspended license, and they were like, what? It was kind of like, what? Fuck. So they take me out to J. Rubin, right, which is like almost like a mini fucking prison, right? It was like a giant fucking building with barbed wire fences and shit. Like it was fucking, it was legit, dude. It was like out in the middle of nowhere. So it's like they pick me up at Myrtle Beach and like drive us like, I don't know, fucking 40 minutes out into like fucking nowhere. And and then they like processed me and shit. Like I had to like get naked and fucking they took pictures of my tattoos and It was fucking crazy, dude. I was like, what the
Oh
fuck?
yeah,
Dude, and like the
yeah.
whole time I was like, nobody knows I'm in here. Right? I was like, and so and they're like, yeah, you'll probably see the judge, today. And then like I wasn't seeing the judge, and then they're like, yeah, if you don't see the judge by, 5 o'clock, like you're staying the weekend. And it was like a Friday, right? And I was like, oh fuck, I'm gonna be here over the weekend. And in my head, I was like, oh shit. But like I'm in a cell with a bunch of fucking dudes, so I'm like totally playing it cool, you know?
Hmm.
And then hold on, I'm making sure I'm taping this down straight.
Yeah,
So
no, I
like,
know what
yeah,
you're
yeah,
saying. I've done
you're
that.
like you're gonna be here for a while. Holy shit. And then they took me into another cell. I was sitting in there alone and they brought me some like toiletries and shit, but I was already like fucking in their like uniform. So I'm in there and I'm like, oh fuck. And then it like 4:45 hits, right? Like 4:45 hits and the fucking the guard like opens up the gate or opens up my door and like hands me my clothes and shit. And he's like, all right, MATTBAHR, yeah, okay, here's your clothes. I'm like, oh, am I out? Right? And he's like, yeah. And like I hadn't talked to anybody. Like nobody, like I wasn't like, yo, fucking come get me. You know what I mean? I was just like, what the fuck is going on? So I put my clothes on, and you put your clothes on, and there's like a long fucking hallway. So like you put your clothes on, and you stand at one door, and
Mhm.
you open the door, you go through like a fucking long hallway, dude. It's like 20 yards. I don't know why the hallway is that long, but it's long as fuck.
To prevent escapes.
I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah.
So I go to the end of it and I stand and I step outside and I'm just like on the fucking like sidewalk. I'm
Hmm.
like, what the fuck? Like that was the fucking craziest shit that just happened ever. And then my my brother-in-law pulls up in a convertible, like a converted Bronco. Like it was like a Ford Bronco with like the top of it like chopped off, right? And I was like, what the fuck? And my brother-in-law was like a total like yeah, bro, cha cha cha. Like he's like a total Spicoli, like he owns a surf shop
Yeah,
in
surfer guy.
Brunswick.
Yeah.
Right? He's like, oh man, you feeling all right? You want to go get some grub? Let's go get some fucking food, bro. And I was like, fuck yeah, man. And so I was like, what the fuck? Hey, he was like, you all right? So as we're driving back from J. Rubin, like he like, man, you want to smoke some? I'm like, he fucking yeah, bro. And he like pulls out a blunt and we smoke it. But so apparently, when I was pulled over on my way to work, somebody that I worked with, a buddy of mine, saw me getting pulled over. It was like as they're driving by, they're like, "Oh, look, there's MATTBAHR getting fucking pulled over," right? And so, at the meeting that morning, they were like, "Yeah, hey, where's Matt?" And Dave was like, "Yeah, I saw MATTBAHR getting fucking pulled over," and they're like, "Oh shit." So so the whole time that I was like sitting in a jail cell, like thinking that I was fucking fucked, like my boss and some of the people at my work were like trying to get me out of jail. And they eventually did. Like they like found out what had happened, and my boss just like gave my brother-in-law fucking a blank check, basically, and was like, "Get his ass out of fucking jail." So it was like it ended up so it ended up being like $900 for the
You
whole
know,
thing.
that's
But like now, dude, I'm just like I make sure my fucking dude, I'm just terrified of fucking jail, dude.
oh yeah, dude, you do not want to be in jail, man.
Dude, I just keep my fucking
It's
paper in
terrible.
order. You know what I mean? Like, fucking do it. It's scary.
Dude, just the moment, like, there's this first moment where you realize that you no longer have freedom.
Yeah.
and That's the worst moment, when you just realize that you're totally stuck, and you just gotta rely on other people, um, for everything, basically. Whether it be the people that are like the officers or whatever.
Hmm.
It's terrible. You just realize like basically you're totally stuck in there.
Here's a question: has anybody done like a full scale prison escape?
Yeah. Actually, there's a couple people that have done crazy prison escapes, dude.
Like
Do you
just
mean
like
like
it's like, all right, we're getting out. Who's getting out? All of us. The whole fucking prison.
the last thing I can remember? I'm sure there's been other ones since then, but the last one I can think about that was like a crazy big one was there was a huge earthquake that hit San Francisco,
Hmm.
and literally everyone got out except for like a couple people. And the people that didn't even get out, like all their paperwork was effed up, so like it became like this whole legal debacle. But yeah, if you look up, I think it was like early 1800s. There's a San Francisco earthquake, and yeah, that was the last time that a bunch of people just got
Just
like
fucking died.
loosed. Yeah, just were like, F this.
Yeah, it's. I mean, it's like something out of a fucking that 24 show or something. But I don't know. Like, what if a cartel got together a couple of squads and like assaulted a prison and just fucking assaulted the prison and then rescued all of their fucking Hispanic people? You know, like, would they be able to
Yeah,
stop that? Would you like, who are they gonna call? The fucking National Guard? Like, I don't know.
I mean, they would be able to stop it just because of how those buildings are built. Like
If
you
they
said,
start
how
bringing
that.
in like charges and shit, if they start bringing like breachers and shit like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, so they breach the first door, and then there's a hallway 20 feet long that leads to another door that you gotta breach.
Yeah,
Like that's what happens. Yeah, that's how those places are built. It's all
yeah.
built so that they can process you and like make it all orderly, but also so that if anyone like tries to breach that process, like they try and break break out of that like regimen of things, then
What about
it gets noted.
all right, let's say you
Oh,
got
yo,
some trucks and you fill the trucks up with explosives and you fucking ram them into the fence. Or maybe
yo,
some ATVs that are remote controlled and you like ram them into the fences to blow them up and like you kind of go to the side of the building rather than through the front door. I'm over
yeah,
here planning
maybe.
on how to fucking bust them out, you know? What if we fucking
Yo, you want to know the last successful prison break that I heard about
hmm.
was actually so he seduced the guard. That's how he got out. Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah.
Wait, please tell me it was a girl guard,
It
please.
was a girl guard, but she was a
Okay.
lump. She was a lump, but yeah, just some dude convinced this chick that it would be good.
You like that?
And
You like that booty, baby? You like that dick?
yeah,
You get me out of this
yeah.
jail, baby. I'm gonna fucking give you this dick all day long. You will? Yeah, baby.
I forget where it was. It might have been New York, but yeah, there was a chick that busted out with a guy. I think it might have been a sad story, actually. I forget if she killed herself or like what
Oh, that's a
happened, but
bummer.
yeah,
That's no good.
but yeah, she was a prison guard, and she let him out because of that. Because I guess it was just
Damn.
that good. Yeah,
Jeez.
yeah, but yeah,
Don't go
that's the
to jail.
last. Yeah, never go to jail. It's the worst thing ever. Yeah, if you can get one of these ankle monitors that I'm programming right now, and
Yeah.
don't go. Yeah,
Just get an ankle
don't go.
monitor.
Yeah,
Like,
if
can I
at
get an
all
ankle monitor
possible.
instead? Can I get two of them? I'll wear two of them.
Yeah, because navigating jail is rough, dude. It's not good. My one buddy actually was like constantly getting locked up, and he was pretty good. He was pretty good at it. Like it
Hmm.
never, it was like water off a duck's back. But he was like the most charismatic guy I've ever known. You know, like
It's shit happens, dude. Right? I mean,
yeah.
go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm not cutting you off. I'm just adding. Go ahead.
Oh no, it's all good. But yeah, like literally, that's the only guy I've ever met that went to jail, and he was like, "Oh, no, it's fine." Like
Shit.
every single other person I've met, it's the worst thing that can happen to you, you know. But he
Yeah.
was just like super charismatic, made friends with everyone immediately, got a quick job, in there and just was like feeding people off of his commissary and stuff like that. And like he had like people watching his back, like he had a setup. But
When
literally
I
every other person I know, it's just a nightmare.
when I came uh, to here from to Athens, I started working at a company, and there was like this fucking huge black dude that worked in production, and it was like, "You ever worked like screen printing before?" And he was like, "No, it was my first job." But anyways, like it turns out that like the owner of the company had gone to jail for fucking heroin dealing. And when he was in jail, he met this black guy, and it was like, "Yo, man, if you like
He
keep
met
me from getting
Devo.
killed, I'll give you a job." You know what I mean? Because like he had the screen printing company, and somehow was able to like keep it, and was like, "Yo, man, when I get out of here, you can fucking, I'll give you a job, and then forever."
Dude,
It's kind of
yo,
funny.
that's
That's why,
seriously
all
how
right.
that's seriously how it is, man. Like you gotta scrap. You gotta scrap when you get in there. Anything you can do. If you have a good amount of money on your books,
Hmm.
you pay for all the commissary, you pay for all the stuff. You have fucking meals with all the guys, where you fucking make the
Dude, when I found out it
chonchos
was
and
fucking
shit.
heroin, I was like, "Ew, brother." Like, damn,
Yeah,
heroin, man. Like, couldn't just be like fucking weed or something. It had to be fucking.
yeah. That's what happened with my buddy. Yeah, fucking. That's what he got locked up for, and died of.
Mm. Uh,
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately. Dude, honestly, like I was saying, he was like the most charismatic guy I've ever met that worked against him because like no one would ever tell him no, you know?
hmm.
Yeah. So eventually it caught up with him, unfortunately.
I knew a couple of people in college who pieced out off of like overdoses and shit. It's
Yeah, man.
like people from like Midwest, people from like not the city. You know what I mean? They show up, they look normal. By second semester, they got fucking purple hair and piercings, and their fucking septum is getting burnt out from fucking coke. You know what I mean? It's like the city will
Yeah.
fucking eat you up.
Yeah. People don't realize how bad coke is, you know.
Yeah.
I had like a 2-year period where I was going crazy on that, and freaking I definitely was gonna die if I didn't stop that. Yeah.
I did I was at this bar in New York one time. This is the only time I did it. But it was this bar called Spoon. It was where all the skater kids fucking hung out. Like you walked into Spoon and it looked like a scene from fucking Kids. Like it was just a bunch of fucking skate grommet. So we were all in there, and I was getting drunk, and I was poor. So like me spending like $20 on beer, was kind of a big deal.
Mm.
And we went downstairs, and like somebody was like, "Yo, do you want to do a bump?" And I was like, "All right, like fuck it, let's do this." And it just like sobered me up, dude. Like I went from being
Yep.
like kind of fucking drunk to being like, I feel sober. You know what I mean?
Oh
I
yeah.
was like, I didn't feel like fucking, I didn't feel like high or fucking jacked up. You know what I mean? I was just like, what the fuck? Like I just spent twenty
Yeah.
dollars and now I'm sober.
Well, yo, that's
So I,
part
I
of it.
never fucked with it again. You know what I mean? I was like,
Yeah.
nah, I'm good. I don't want none of that shit. That fucking made me sober.
Yo, that's how it fucks you up. So, when you take it, when you're drinking, it's one of the only drugs that has this effect where it's like endomorphic effect. So, when it's in your liver, as your liver's processing it, if those two drugs combine, it creates
Hmm.
another drug called coke-ethylene,
Oh
and it's
shit.
like, yeah, it's like 20 times more toxic for your heart, but it also just like you said, you can immediately just go back to drinking. Like they like
I
people that
didn't.
do that.
I
Yeah,
didn't. I
people.
couldn't go back to drinking because I didn't have any more money. So I had to go. I had to go home. I was like, I gotta go
Yeah,
home, man.
that's the good way to be, man. Because yeah, you can literally you can get plastered, like totally like fall on the floor plastered, and then if you just do a couple lines, like you can just immediately go back to it because it won't even affect you, and that's
Yeah.
because it's combining in your liver and then like taking away that one effect and then
Yeah.
adding this new one. Yeah.
Dude, that was 21. And I think I'm 40. I think I'm 48 or 49 now. I think I'm 49. So it was like that's how long ago, dude. It was, I was 21. Because I remember it was like I had like just started like being able to, legally drink.
Yeah. Yeah, man, it's not good. It's crazy. It's crazy how prevalent it is, like especially in like New York and coastal cities and stuff like that.
Oh
It's
yeah,
crazy.
dude.
Yeah. It's everywhere, man. It's fucking everywhere and it's insane, dude, because
One of my
it
one of
does
my
kill a
first
bunch of people.
bosses, one of my first bosses at ABC, dude, I was like going over to his house to do fucking storyboards, and there was like lines of coke on the fucking like on the counter and shit. Like, and it wasn't even like a big deal. It was just like, oh hey, do you want some? Oh, no, I'm okay. Just here to do some storyboards. So he'd like fucking do a line of coke, start walking around his apartment with the football and like tossing the football around and like telling me what to draw. It was, it was like,
Yeah.
you sure you don't want any? I'm like, no, I'm okay. Like he was literally like, there'd be like CD cases everywhere with little like lines
Mhm.
cut all over the fucking apartment, dude. It was
Yep.
fucking gnarly.
Man, yeah, CD cases, mirror, anything. Yeah, it's
Yeah, man. It was just like, of course, he like burnt the fuck out after like 2 seasons going like that. He
yeah,
melted
dude.
down.
Yo, like I said, man, I did that hard for 2 years because I had the most, dude. Okay, so my one connect was like a Land King, and then my other connect was,
Of course.
yeah, and then my other connect was from Baghdad. So he had
Oh
like a
shit.
line into like all this fucking crazy shit. Yeah, yeah, he
He's getting
ended
this
up
shit
getting,
smuggled straight from fucking Saddam's house. Like this is the shit from Saddam's house, man. This
yeah,
is
dude.
OD. This is OD's fucking supply.
It was crazy, dude. Yo, it was like I knew a bunch of like dudes who were like cokeheads back then, and like every single one I ever gave any of this, they were like, "Holy shit!" Like every single guy, and I did that for like 2 years, and I literally had to stop because I'm like, dude, I'm gonna have a heart attack. I like 3 times. where I was like, dude, I'm going to die right now. Like, like my heart's just gonna stop. Like it was like spasming. Like I had later one time, like after I had already quit, and I just went to the doctor and they were just like, oh yeah, no, your heart's just spasming.
Oh
Because
my
of
god.
like
See what I'm
yeah.
saying? And people are like, Matt Bar, why don't you go hit the bong, Matt Bar? And it's like,
But yeah,
what?
you
Like my
you
heart's not
got
gonna explode from taking a fucking bong hit, man. I'm not gonna fucking
yeah, exactly, dude. And
I haven't tried to like
man,
sell my ass or a TV for some fucking weed. You know what I mean? It's like silly.
yeah. But yeah, that's it's just no good. There's
Nah.
no end. There's no end to it. If you don't end it yourself, you're gonna end yourself with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Like
It
in
becomes your business for
yeah.
real.
E Even my buddy who like was like dealing all that shit, like so my one buddy from Baghdad, he got arrested. He shot his gun off at like his chick, like not
Oh
at
jeez.
her, but like in the garage, like where they
Hmm.
were at. And it was in like a nice neighborhood, so like immediately like 20 cop cars pulled up and like swatted his ass. But yeah, my my other guy I think got shot in
Oh
Chicago.
shit.
Yeah, yeah. So it's just like there's no good end. There's no good ending when you do
Mm-mm.
that shit. Like
I've never
everyone
heard of
thinks like,
anybody either
oh,
getting shot over a weed deal. I don't know. Never see like I
yeah.
remember in New York people like hear about, gun murders and, bags of cocaine being found at the crime scene and shit, but like never like, yeah, they were smoking weed and a guy pulled out a gun.
I know people that have gotten fucked for selling weed, and I know people who have gotten robbed selling weed. But
Mm.
I've never heard anything like the shit that went down with all the guys that I knew that were on that heavier stuff.
Uh, Bow.
Yeah, like all the heavier stuff, it was like a blowout, and I was like lucky I wasn't there. You know? Like my one buddy, that dude from Baghdad, I would chill with him all the time. In fact, I met the chick that he got into it with, and
Mm.
she was wild. She was I don't know how do I put it politely. I still don't know to this day whether that chick set him up
Oh,
or whether he just lost his shit on that chick. And I could believe either story. Like
yeah.
I could believe either one because she was wild, man. Yeah,
Wow. I forget
yeah.
the paint.
She was fun though. She was fun. But yeah, you never want to get involved with any of that.
Nope.
It
Well,
is a
I
one way
thought I was
street.
playing it safe by doing comic books. Yeah.
Well, as soon as
Nobody is anybody threatening to rape anybody? Fucking in the coke business?
yeah, not normally. I don't think there's any threats about it. I think it just happens.
Yeah.
But even then, it's yeah, fucking yo. I knew who Riley was before any of this comic skate stuff because I used to listen to the Dick Show, and yeah, I already,
Riley was the first, but he just like kicked off a trend, you know,
dude.
where
As soon as
it was like, those little signs that they have at businesses where it's like so many days since the last accident. Like I
mhm.
had one of those for like days since the last rape threat. Like Like
dude.
some little
Yo,
black dwarf fucking was like yelling at me that he was gonna rape me. Some dude with like a Gint mask said he was gonna come rape me.
show up.
Yeah, I know. It's like don't promise me with a good time. I
Yeah,
fucked it up.
but yeah,
Fucked it up.
nah, fucking
Don't
yeah,
threaten
the
me with a
internet's
good time. That's it.
yeah, the internet sucks, man. There's so many people that just spin out. It's crazy.
All right. I'm gonna let this sit. I'm gonna let those blues dry. I think I'm done. What else? I think everybody's still asleep, and I think I'm gonna go upstairs and chill for a second before everybody wakes up. So yeah, thanks for hanging out with me, man, while I was working.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
And
You have a
thanks for
good
the
one.
chat. You too, man. Thanks for the chat. Guys, I'll see you later. Burp, burp, burp. Angela! Sleep? What is sleep? What is sleep? All right, guys, I'll see you later.
Peace.